Hey, this is John Zbatoshnik. I got the question. I want to sell my business. How hard is it, and what should I expect? So, here's what I think you should first and foremost start thinking about. In this case, I don't know how big your business is. I don't know if you got a lot of employees, what your structure is. I don't know anything about your business. So, let me just throw out a few things to be thinking about. First and foremost, most businesses never get sold. Most guys put their business on the market, they never sell, and they never sell for a million different reasons, and most of which I think are either the terms were originally unrealistic. Now, that one normally, and what I meant by terms was the terms of what they want. They want to sell their business for X number of dollars, and they're only willing to stay on staff for X period of time, and they have all these conditions on the sale. Now, normally you're going to get filtered out if your requirements are unrealistic when you go and you sit down with the business broker. So somebody that is educated and experienced in selling your business. So there's recommendation number one. If you want to sell your business and you're ready to approach a business broker, go to somebody that's actually sold businesses in your industry before. Recommendation number two, which should have been recommendation number one, is I am not the best guy to be giving advice about selling businesses. So this is the most critical thing you're probably going to do in your business career, selling your company and walking away from it and starting over with something else. So start reading. I'd start buying every book you can buy on Amazon, and I'd read everything you can. I'd skim them, I'd read them fast, and I wouldn't be afraid to spend a couple $100 on books, and I'd get educated really quick on this subject. Then I would go back to what I just said, and that is I'd go see a business broker. Business brokers need to be interviewed just like you interview accountants and lawyers. You got to pick somebody that you can work with, that you feel comfortable with, somebody you think that understands you and your business and is going to represent you well. I'd pick somebody that's sold your type of business in your industry before. If they haven't and they can talk a good game, I don't know. I really want the guy that's done it. I want the guy that's gone out there and he understands what we go through, and he understands what's involved in all the little intricate details and all the little questions that'll come up, all the concerns the buyer might have. And think about this. What business are we in? We're in the business of selling time, in a sense. So we've got lots of workers and lots of laborers. Are all your guys legal? Well, whoever's buying you may be really concerned about that. Does the guy that's selling your business understand that? Can he overcome any objections that are going to pop up because maybe you don't have 100% legal staff, or maybe you've done something in the last 2 years, employee related, that could come back to haunt him if he acquired your business and all the legal risk that comes with it, and your name and all your debt and everything else? These are things that the guy selling your business had better understand. So I'd really recommend you go find somebody that understands your business. So find a good business broker. When you find the business broker, he's going to tell you if you're crazy. If you want $5 million for your business and you're grossing $3 and your net's only $400,000 a year, yeah, good luck. You're not going to get $5 million, not in this industry. So he's going to clear you up on that kind of stuff. He's going to clear you up on what do you need to get straight in your business. So give you an example. First and foremost, well, not first and foremost, but as soon as you go to sell your business, what a business broker is going to say to you is, hey, first, let's get your ducks in a row. So let's make sure we've covered all these bases. Here are the things that help sell a business. Are you running it like a real company, or is everything on your shoulders? Meaning, are you the guy doing the sales, the marketing, doing the work, doing everything else? If that's the case, you don't have a business. You don't have anything other than a bunch of accounts. He's going to tell you that. So you better have created a real business if you want to extract maximum value out of it. Real business means that can you go on vacation for a month or two and have that business still run? Do you have people in charge of different tasks? Doesn't mean you can't be involved in the business. Clearly, you're the guy that created it and put in all the sweat equity and built it to what it is. But are you the guy? Or have you built something that isn't totally dependent on you? If you haven't, then you're really never going to achieve maximum value out of your company. So he's going to want to make sure you have things like, he's going to want to know who are the officers in your company, who's in charge at the company, what are their roles, what are the resumes of the top guys, if there's other partners, equity owners, what's their involvement, what's their participation, if there's participating equity owners, what are their resumes. He's going to want that. He's going to want to know who's in charge of what, who are the top people in the company, what are they responsible for, how many clients do you have, what's the revenue, profits, all kinds of financials. You're going to want to go back on your financials for several years. They're going to want to do all kinds of what they call due diligence. If you're running a big transaction here, meaning that you're about to sell your business for a big number, so we're talking about a real sale, expect some firm to come in, a couple guys maybe to come in and do their due diligence and really sit down, and they're going to go through all their books. They're going to interview you. They're going to ask questions. It could take a couple days. So what don't you have in line already? Do you have an employee handbook? Do you have all your financial stuff in perfect condition? They're going to want accrual based and cash based. They're going to want tax returns. They're going to want all your books. You have all that stuff laid out. Also, going into this, know that when you enter this transaction, there's a high probability you're never going to sell your business. And even if you go through due diligence, it may fall apart. You may go through due diligence. They may come back with a lower offer than what was originally agreed to, based on some certain finding in your business, based on some things they didn't understand. Great example. Let's say that when you project net, when you talk about net income, your salaries has been taken out of net, and they didn't realize that. Now they do due diligence and they find out, hey, the net number you reported to me didn't include your salary. I got to back that out of net, because the fact of the matter is, when we buy your company, we still need a president to run this thing. Your salary doesn't really go away. We got to replace you. That guy might cost us $105 a year. And so we need to add 105 back into the cost, which lowers your net. Maybe I'm getting too technical here, but let's say you add 105 back into or take it away from net. You've just reduced the valuation of your company anywhere from $250,000 to $400,000. Maybe $450,000, depending on what multiple you're getting, depending on how badly somebody else wants to buy what you've got to sell, and how bad they want your accounts and the structure you've set up and such. So maybe or maybe not that didn't make sense to you, but what I'm saying is that expect when you go through due diligence, some things are going to present themselves that the other party says they never understood, they didn't get, and they may come back and want to renegotiate. They may want to come back with a lower offer. So my point to this was that there's a lot of stuff when you meet with the business broker that you probably don't have ready, that you're going to have to get ready. This is going to be a massive distraction from the goings on of your business today. So expect to be distracted for several months, meaning that your business, to some degree, unless it's running like a real company, kind of stalls. You're not really participating at maximum level anymore. You're not really putting it all into your business. Your business is kind of floating along while you're going through this due diligence process, and there's a good chance it's never going to happen, in terms of this sale may fall through and you may need to look for another buyer. So understand that when you go into the sales process, it's a lot of work. You got to be prepared for it. You're going to have to spend the time, and you're going to have to expose everything. Your numbers, your tax returns, you're going to have to answer lots of questions. They're going to really dig into your life and your business to make sure that the investment they're about to make is going to pay them back, and pay them back well. So